She loves this scooter.
I'm smiling behind the camera.
It's so old and the brakes are so squealy.
But it's so cute and it matches my helmet. So we'll just show you guys what you can get for 6 million IDR for the month to live in. We think it's awesome. In comparison to where we were living before we moved to Bali, we were actually living in a garage. Welcome back to another video. I'm Mandy.
And I'm Lloyd.
And we're digital nomads currently living in Bali, Indonesia. If you like travel-based content or learning how to make money online, consider subscribing to our channel.
So one of the reasons we moved to Bali in the first place was cost of living. We previously lived in Byron Bay, which is probably the most expensive city in Australia. So we wanted to just share a little bit about our experience of how much it actually costs to live in Bali and to live comfortably. And we've crunched the numbers and figured out that we're living off around about $50 a day. That's US dollars.
Very comfortably.
Yeah, and we're living pretty comfortably. I mean, we're not really skimping on anything at all.
No.
Although we don't go out partying very much and stuff like that, but we go to the gym, we both hire scooters, we have a nice villa that we rent.
Yeah, all of our needs are met a lot more easily for such a small amount of money compared to our lives back in Australia and even previously in Canada. Yeah, so we thought we would just share what exactly $50 a day gets you here in Bali.
And if you're wondering why we are talking in US dollars, I've had a few people comment why we don't refer to Australian dollars. Basically nobody knows what Australian dollars are except Australians.
Yeah.
And we want to be able to communicate with everybody around the world. The US dollar is probably the most well-known currency in the world. It's easy to convert to. So, and a lot of people in Bali actually refer to dollars as US dollars.
Yeah, we're gonna start off by showing you guys what scooters we have and how much they cost.
Yep.
So we'll head down to the garage now and we'll take out the scooters and show you guys what we have.
So these are our two scooters that we rent. This is my Black Beast and Max. It's pretty, it's very dirty at the moment. Needs a wash, but yeah, it's pretty good. Like, it's fairly new. It's about 150 cc's, 155 I think. It's really powerful, it's really good on fuel. Fits two people easily. The only bigger scooter you can get from this is the X Max, and that's pretty expensive and they're huge. But it's a pretty good scooter. And then this is Mandy's. She loves this scooter.
I'm smiling behind the camera.
It's so old and the brakes are so squealy.
But it's so cute and it matches my helmet.
Yeah. Like, she could have got a new silver one for the same price, but she wanted this one. It's older and like it sounds like shit, but it just looks cool.
I like it.
Everyone's invited. I can't deny.
But actually, it is a pretty good scooter. I mean, for the price, 750,000 a month. That's barely anything, so that's very cheap. So between the two scooters, we're only spending about 2 million a month. In comparison to having a car back home, nothing. And as I said, fuel is like 50,000 for mine to fill it up, and for Mandy's it's like 30,000 to fill it up. Hers lasts the whole month because she doesn't ride as much. Mine lasts me about 2 weeks. So the fuel crisis hasn't got us here yet. I was just talking to the guy who we got fuel off, and I was asking him about fuel prices and whether or not they've gone up, and he was saying they haven't. I think he was saying if you go to like one of the big fuel stations like a Pertamax, the price is a little bit more expensive, but as you saw, those little bottles that you get, 10,000 IDR, so it's usually about 4 or 5 of those to fill up my bike. and the price hasn't changed at all despite the fuel crisis going on around the world. We've managed to skip it somehow.
So we'll just show you guys what you can get for 6 million IDR for the month to live in. We think it's awesome. In comparison to where we were living before we moved to Bali, we were actually living in a garage that was about $1,600 a month,
Yeah.
Australian. So this is much better.
Yeah, and it's about, I don't know, a third of the price. It's not a private villa, but it's pretty good still, and it's got a pool and everything you need, shared kitchen. So we'll give you a little tour.
And just show you what you can get for just under 6 million IDR. So this is the room. It's got pretty much everything you need, I think. Bed's awesome. Got a fridge. Safe. Room for all your stuff. Nice big comfy bed. I think it's a king bed. Queen maybe?
Maybe queen.
Queen. Got a work spot, so we've got a desk for our working. Obviously there's so many other spots you can sit out outside, which is great. And this has everything we need. We're pretty simple, so it definitely does the trick. The funny thing about Bali is you can spend as much as you want or pretty much as little as you want on everything. So there's a very wide range of selection for whatever budget you have. But this will suit us for the next month for sure.
Hey guys, we're just going to take a quick break to tell you all about today's video sponsor, Skillshare.
Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for anyone who loves learning and wants to explore their creativity and learn new skills.
We've been using Skillshare for a few months now, and we recently used one of their courses to start our brand new podcast that we just actually launched last week.
Yeah, we found Nikayla Matthews-Akomi's course on how to start a podcast so helpful, and it helped us launch in just under a day.
We went from knowing nothing about how to record or launch a podcast to watching her course, and in the same day we're able to launch our podcast to the public.
If you're interested in making a career pivot or up-leveling your skills in your current role, the first 1,000 people to use the link in the description will receive a 1-month free trial of Skillshare. And with that being said, let's get back to the video.
Yeah, I think it's probably better than downstairs because we've got up here to chill.
The breeze too. It's pretty hot down there. It feels pretty cool.
So good, it's like a home cooked meal. You can choose whatever you want. As you can see, I've got so much food here, and it's so delicious. And the cost for the two of us, plus drinks, 90,000 for a beer. And it's really good. What do you got there?
I'm big with that. I usually get mostly veggies.
Yeah.
I didn't get chicken today, but so good. I crave it now. So we didn't include this in our budget.
But it's happy hour, and as you can see, everyone's down the beach watching the sunset.
Yeah, every night.
So every now and then we come down here and have a couple of beers.
Or a coconut.
Yeah. So this is one of our favourite spots to eat, Taco Casa in Canggu. There's one in Ubud as well, but they do really good tacos that are massive.
Yeah.
And it's only, I believe,
60.
65,000 for 3 tacos, which is more than enough for us.
We don't do this all the time. Usually we'll just eat out of a rung, but it's Taco Tuesday, guys. You gotta understand.
So, as you can see, we've splurged a little bit as far as having a couple of beers and eating out at a Western restaurant, but it's still so cheap.
Yeah. I've stuffed this so full.
See if you can eat it.
I don't even know which end to tackle.
That's just one taco too. There's 3 of them.
I just love food so much. I heard this thing that someone's like Mexican friend asked them why Westerners always turn their head to eat tacos, and I do it. How do you not turn your head when you're eating a taco?
So as you can see, that was a pretty standard day for us yesterday, and we spent just under $27. That included breakfast, lunch and dinner. We actually eat our breakfast at home. We do grocery shopping once a week, and that averages out to be about $3 a day. It also included both of our scooter hire for the day and fuel as well.
And if you factor in accommodation, it actually works out to be about $13.73 per day. One thing we didn't touch on in there was actually our gym memberships. So I go to yoga and Lloyd goes to MMA. For our memberships, we've factored in the prices, which averages about out to $5.81 per day.
So I also go to the barber once a month, and Mandy goes to the beauty salon once a month as well. And when you average that out per day, it comes to about just over $1.30 per day. So if you include everything, all our meals, breakfast, lunch and dinner, accommodation, scooter hire, gym, yoga, beauty salon, and the barber, absolutely everything, it works out to just under $48 per day, which is pretty good.
We're super comfortable, and obviously you can definitely spend more than that, be more luxurious than us, or even go way cheaper as well, but this is how we don't feel we have to give anything up and live a comfortable lifestyle where we can focus on our work and live a very happy life.
Yeah, it really comes down to how much your budget is. If you want to spend more, you can easily spend more, get a nicer place, nicer motorbikes, things like that.
Yeah.
Maybe go to nicer restaurants, but we feel like this is a pretty standard cost of living if you're gonna do it on the cheap end, but not too cheap.
Yeah, so we just wanted to make a video like this because before we were coming, we were actually looking for this information. So we're just trying to make it helpful for anyone else that's looking to move to Bali or wanting to come here. So we're just trying to create videos for our previous selves.
Yeah, and probably one of the hardest things to figure out when you're trying to come here is your monthly budget. If you want to come for an extended period of time, how much money do you actually need? So this should give you a pretty good idea of that. And remember, this is for 2 people as well.
Yeah.
So if you're coming here on your own, definitely going to be a lot cheaper.
We hope you have found this video helpful at all. We're very grateful for each and every one of you that have subscribed to our channel so far. If you haven't already, please hit the like button and subscribe, as it really helps us know whether or not we should keep making these videos. And we will see you guys in the next one. Bye.